Hello, this is Mr. Buffington from Simplify Academy, and today we are looking at factors and factor pairs. We are going to talk about factors. We're going to specifically do something called a factor rainbow, and then we're going to talk about factor pairs. Lots of factors. Factor is a funny word when you look at it like this, kind of like tractor. Anyway, let's talk about factors. Factors are the numbers that multiply together to give you a product. Here's some examples. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 and 6 are factors of 12. So the numbers I have in green, you can see, are the factors. Those are the numbers that multiply together to give you the product. Now I'm going to use a rainbow to help me list factors, and it's not always going to be colorful like that, but this is a good pattern and a good method for listing all the factors, all the whole number factors of a certain number. If I was asked to list all the factors of 12, what that means is all the positive factors that are whole numbers. So I'm going to try to find all the numbers that multiply together to give me 12. The way I do that is I always start with 1 times 12. Whatever number you're trying to find factors of, you can always multiply 1 times that number to get that number. In the case of 12, we also have 2 times 6, and we have 3 times 4. Now, I called this a factor rainbow for a reason. So here we go. It's a rainbow when we connect them together like that. And connecting them together like that is a helpful tool to just double check that we haven't missed any numbers. And I'll show you that in a second. So here's why we want to use the rainbow. Let's say we go with a larger number like 24. And we're asked to list all the factors of 24. And I just list them all out like this. And then I start using my my rainbow. I go 1 times 24. 2, that's a factor pair, 1 times 24. And then I'll go 2 times 12. It's not lining up, but then I go 3 times 6. And then I realize 3 times 6, hold on a second, 3 times 6 does not give me 24. So then I realize, because I've been using this rainbow to check my work, I realize that that's incorrect, and I just have to fix some things in there, right? Clearly, 4 times 5 is not 24, and 3 times 6 is not 24. So I need to change a couple of things. And when I change them, I get 3 times 8 is 24, and 4 times 6 is 24, which looks a lot better. Again, this factor rainbow gave me the tools I needed to find all of the factors. And it was a good way to check as I was going, because I'm checking all those factor pairs. It also saves a ton of work, and let me explain why it would do that. After you pass the center of the rainbow, you don't need to check every number. Watch what I mean by that. And I'm going to show you that in the next example as well, but just watch this. If I check the numbers 1, that worked. 2, that worked. 3, that worked. 4, that worked. 5, that doesn't work, right? 5 is not a factor. And then I hit 6, I've gone past the center of the rainbow. Right? 4 times 6. So I know that 7 is not going to be multiplied times something to give me 24. Just like the numbers between 8 and 12, or all the numbers between 12 and 24. They will not be factors because they don't match any other number. So this can save a lot of time if you were to try and check every single number to see if it's a factor of 24. Let's look at another number. A rather large number, 36, and we are going to focus on the factor pairs. We know that 1 times 36 is 36. Typically when I'm writing this out, I will give a lot of space in between like that, just in case there's a whole bunch of them. 2 times something, well, 2 times 18 gives me 36. 3 times 12 gives me 36. 4 times 9 gives me 36. And I check 5, Is that a factor? No, it's not. How about 6? Yeah, 6 times 6 is 36. And now I know I've gone past the center. So 7, 8 won't be factors, and I can actually bring them together like this, and they match up nicely with my rainbow. It also helps me to list my factor pairs, because now I just write down the numbers that are connected to each other. 1 times 36, 2 times 18, 3 times 12, 4 times 9, and 6 times 6. Those are my factor pairs. So you see, listing factors and listing factor pairs are slightly different, but they basically serve the same purpose, and they're essentially doing the same thing. You're finding the factors of a number. Let's practice now. I want you to list the factor pairs for the number 32. You can use the rainbow, you can ignore the rainbow. You can just list out the factor pairs, or you can list them out in a line like I did. But go ahead and take what you've learned, list the factors of 32, and then I'll come back and show you how I would list the factors of 32. Go. All right. I would start with 1 times 32. I know it's an even number, so it will be 2 times something, 2 times 16. Then I check 4. 4 times 8 is 32. 5 is not a factor. 6 is not a factor. 7 is not a factor. So now I've gotten past the middle. I don't have to check 9 through 16 or 16 through 32. Those are all of my factors, and that's a list of my factor pairs. There we go. And that's about it for factors. So a couple things to remember. Factors multiply together to give you a product. Factor pairs are two numbers that multiply together to give you a product. And we haven't talked about what happens if there's three numbers that multiply together to give you that number. So this is also a good kind of segue, and we will talk about that later. But right now we've been talking about two numbers that multiply to give you a product. And if it's helpful, use that rainbow. I hope that lesson was helpful for you. Make sure to check out the worksheet for lots of practice, and have a wonderful day.